Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I did this look using my everyday favorites. I like to do these videos once a month or once every 2 months because my favorites change up all the time. So I show you the products that I've been using on a day-to-day basis and do a little look for you guys. So if you want to see how I got this look and the products I used, just keep watching. But I just wanted to say hi guys, if you're new here, I'm Kendra. I post 3 videos a week and you should subscribe if you want to see them. But let's just go ahead and get right on into it. Okay, so we are first going to start off with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I bet you thought I was going to say First Light. But today, I just want a little bit more glowy of a base, and this is obviously like super glowy, you know? And I'm going to spritz my face. I didn't bring a really big mirror, but I'm just gonna use this one. Okay, so for foundation today, I'm actually gonna jump into the Fenty Beauty foundation. It's funny because like in the winter and fall months, my skin's worse. Like I get little blemishes. And in the spring and summer, my skin like completely clears up. So I usually just use BB creams in the spring and summer. But then in the fall and winter, I'll use like light coverage foundations just because I don't like covering my freckles, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna use this today. I've been hopping around between this and also the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. That's always gonna be like a favorite of mine. But I feel like I've used the Too Faced Born This Way foundation a little bit more on my channel lately, so that's why I'm jumping into the Fenty Beauty one. Now that that is all blended in, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Photofocus concealer, just do a little bit on the typical places that I add this. And for a tiny bit of brightness, I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape. I just want a little bit because a little goes such a long way with this stuff and I don't want too much, you know? And just to be extra, I'm gonna use the Kylie Cosmetics Skin Concealer. This is in the shade Ivory, and this is like the best shade for me that's closest to my skin tone to cover up blemishes. It's a little bit dark, but the thing is the shade lighter is way too pink, and it just accentuates my blemishes, so. And then we go and blend it away. Okay, everything blended in. I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Skinish Perfecting, whatever it is. I mess up that name every single time. But I'm taking this to set my under eyes. I'm not really gonna set my full face because I don't need to with this foundation, but I'm gonna set my under eyes because of the concealer. And then anywhere I put some extra concealer to conceal blemishes. Okie dokie. For the sake of boringness, I'm not going to show you guys me doing my eyebrows or priming my eyelids like I normally don't show you that, so I'm not gonna do it for this one either. But the typical stuff I use is still the same, except for I kind of go through periods of when I use the brow powder and when I don't, but lately it's just been looking so good with the brow powder, so I'm using my Brow Wiz brow powder, Glossier Boy Brow. I also use the ColourPop Brow Boss on a day-to-day basis. I switch between these two, so that's a really great one too. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do those and then I'll be right back to show you guys the rest of my makeup. Okay guys, so my eyebrows are on, my eyes are primed. As far as eyeshadow goes, I don't have like a go-to look right now that I haven't already shown in a previous video, so I am just going to kind of switch it up with eyes and do something super basic, but also use whatever palettes I want. And today I decided to go for the Kathleen Lights x ColourPop Dream Street palette, and I might jump a little bit into the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2 palette, this gorgeous warm tone palette, and just do something super simple. So let's zoom you guys in and get started. Okay, so starting off, I'm jumping into this e.l.f. Mad for Matte palette and taking this shade right here. And this is what I'm gonna use just to blend a super soft transition shade all over that area. Okay, now that we have that shade laid down, I'm going to jump into the Dream Street palette and take this shade right here, which is called Shooting Star. And it's just kind of like a neutral brown. And I'm just keeping this in the outer third in the crease to deepen things up a bit. Okay, and I want to use this gorgeous bluish kind of duochrome shade today. And so I'm just gonna take my finger and apply it with my finger because that's probably easiest. And this is just gonna go all over the lid. And just so that everything blends together, I'm gonna take more of that shade Shooting Star in the Kathleen Lights palette, this one right here. And I'm just gonna place a little bit more here just so that everything blends well together. And then I'm taking the first brush we use and just brushing everything away and making it smooth. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone by using this pale shade in the e.l.f. palette. To keep things really simple on the lower lash line, I'm just taking more of Shooting Star and just gonna drag that along the lower lash line. And it's just as easy as that for the eyes today. Okay, for bronzers today, I'm gonna use 2 bronzers, and it's so unnecessary, but I'm taking the ColourPop California Dreamin' as well as the ColourPop Afternoon Delight. I'm just gonna do a little bit of Afternoon Delight. It has a really beautiful sheen to it, so I'm just gonna top off my face with it, but the main bronzer I'm using is the California Dreamin'. You guys have seen me use this in plenty of videos. You know that I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, now just a tiny bit of Afternoon Delight. To just add some warmth and to slightly contour my nose, I'm just gonna take the California Dreamin' one though. It's matte, so it'll be a little bit better to contour with. Okay guys, for blush, I've been obsessed with this Ofra blush in the shade Mai Tai. It's like literally like a neon orangey coral. It is so stunning. It looks intimidating, but it's not once you put it on, I swear. So I'm just taking my blush brush, making sure to tap off any extra. We don't want to look like that crazy, you know? And then just, oh, I love that. Applying it to the cheeks. And then I'm going to run my bronzer brush over it just to kind of like blend it all together. And then if you feel like you did do just like a little bit too much, and we're just going to tap it with our beauty blender, or if you use a makeup brush, you can just kind of like tap it in that area and it'll help it blend a little bit nicer into the skin. I love that blush. I know I've been talking about this highlighter palette a ton over the last couple of videos, but I really am obsessed with this, so I am going to use this to highlight today. But I think today, instead of using my favorite shade, which is this like beigey gold, I'm going to take this like champagne-y color and just go to town, because you know how I am with my highlight. Oh, that is so pretty and so blinding. Okay, I just realized I have like a patch of unblended bronzer up there that I'm going to just... Okay, see how much better that looks? The beauty blender can do a lot of tricks for you, people. Tippity nose. And then I just take a tiny bit, just a little tiny bit, and strobe the forehead just a little bit, because I do like that extra bit of glow, and I am wearing more of a mattifying foundation, and I have dry skin, so I don't want to look dry even in the slightest. I'm going to take the exact same shade in this Soph Does Nails, well, her YouTube name is Soph Does Nails, Makeup Revolution times Soph highlighting palette, and take that same shade and highlight the inner corner. It is so pretty. And I'm also going to highlight the brow bone with it to really add that extra flare. Everything is done on our face. I'm going to take my Smashbox primer water and set everything. And I'm taking a little bit of my Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea, because this is another one of like my all-time fave products ever. And it's green and it's got aloe in it, which is life-saving, you know? Okay, I typically don't show myself applying mascara because it would just be a hot mess. I'd be like, the ugly mascara face, and then I'd be like bending down and way out of frame, so I'm still probably not gonna show it. But this NYX mascara, the Worth the Hype, it's brand new. It is amazing. It is a volume and lengthening mascara. It's amazing. First of all, I've been on the hunt for like a really good drugstore mascara. I do really like the two I already have, which is the NYX Doll Eye and the Essence, it's like I Heart Crazy Volume Extreme Volume something. I love those, but this is like 10 times better because it lengthens and volumizes, and it holds its curl. It doesn't flatten, it doesn't like lose its shape. It's amazing. But I probably will top it a little bit off with the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara, because you guys know this is my one of my all-time favorites, and it is super volumizing and adds that extra like va-voom factor, you know? So, and I use my Pixie lower lash, I say that every time, lower lash. It's lower lash mascara, and I apologize that I suck at talking, okay? Okay guys, so for lips, I wore this yesterday and I was just like floored by how stunning it was. This is the Still Crazy ColourPop Luxe liquid lipstick. I'm so used to saying liquid lipsticks. ColourPop Luxe lipsticks. It's like this gorgeous mauve-y shade. It really reminds me of Posy K by Kylie Cosmetics. Is it Posy K or just Posy? You know what I mean. Which is funny because I'm usually not into pinks, but this is so pretty. So this is our final look today. I did want to mention with the ColourPop Luxe lipsticks, I did a whole swatch video and review on the shades that I bought, and I was slightly concerned because they're so comfortable and so moisturizing. They feel really slip-slidey, but what I noticed is that they were very long lasting and they dried down kind of to like more of a matte finish. So if you were concerned by what I had said, just know that I've kind of changed my mind. I did really like them in that video, but I just mentioned that I was slightly worried that they were slip-slidey, but they're great, perfect, love them, love the shade. Okay guys, so that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please let me know by leaving me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new here because I do post 3 videos a week and you're just not gonna wanna miss them. Just hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to follow my social medias, they'll be on the screen right here, also listed down below in the description box, but I will let you guys go. Have a great morning, noon, evening, day, night, whenever it is that you happen to be watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!